Hey friends and neighbors, old Doc here. You notice anything different? Why, we finally, Matthew and I got all the rock spread out that our boss was good enough to bring out for us. Got it in the shed, got it leveled up so it's not dirt and stuff. We got all of our junk moved back in, but it really made a difference. We only had one mishap. I was coming in, actually I couldn't believe, and Matthew couldn't either, that the M with the 300 do-all loader actually fit in here to a certain extent. Everything was going good until I had to stop and raise the loader up, and my old M, it doesn't have live power, so I put it in neutral, raised the loader up a little bit, stuck it back in gear, went to let the clutch out, and when I did, the front wheels kind of went up. We had a mound of rock right there. Front of the tractor went up just enough for the rain cap to flip up and catch that crossbow right there. Broke the muffler off. And we had enough to put out here, kind of fill in where I parked the truck, because that was getting pretty sunk down and rutted. But yeah, that was the only mishap we had, was broke the muffler off, and by the looks of it, it wasn't leaking that I could really tell. It was rusty down there, but I didn't see any soot. Better view. Yeah, that really didn't help you any. The sun's in the wrong way, but anyway, I don't know. There's the piece that. Well, here's part two, because I pushed a button. But this is the piece that actually goes up in there. The tractor's not super loud without the muffler. I did have a straight pipe at one time on it, but I got some galvanized. I may weld galvanize on there, cut it out, and try to weld that back in, and then again I may not. Don't know. Anyway, hasn't been a whole lot going on. Worked a half a day Saturday and kind of been down with some kind of a bug or virus since Saturday afternoon. I don't know what the hell, but that's just a bunch of old firewood that we had in the shed there, and it's been there for so long, even before the shed was there. Half of it was buried in the dirt, so that's all junk. I need to take the top out of another barrel and get that shit burned up. The old Sears, we haven't done anything hardly with it. It's still stuck. As far as I know, I haven't tried to turn it over lately. We did pull the one pulley off. That was a bear. There's 3 set screws. One of them goes on the key, and but those set screws only have like 1/8 of an inch depth. You know, it's an Allen head set screw, and yeah, there's only like 1/8 of an inch depth. Fortunately, we got 2 of them to come out. The third one, which naturally was back up under here, wouldn't come out, and ended up, the bearings were froze up in it. Ended up turning it, the blade finally, and drilling that set screw as best I could. I didn't get it completely out, but I got the majority of it, and put a puller on there, put a bunch of pressure on it, and take baby Bertha, which is that hammer right there, and beat on it about 7 times on the end of the puller, and that would get a little bit of slack in it, tighten it back up, beat on it some more, and after a couple hours of that, we finally got it loose. But now we need to get the other 2 pulleys off. Check and replace the bearings or see how bad they are and crap, but I'm not spending any money until we either get this running or, like I said, get it replaced. Looks like it's still locked up. I had can't tell if there's anything down in there yet. I put everything from Marvel oil. Oh yeah, it's still in there. WD-40 freeze off. I may dump a little acetone down in there, but I'm thinking all the grease and crap that's packed in them cooling fins, I think she got hot. So whenever we get around to it, pull the valve cover off and everything, pull the head off, and take that pulley off and pull this whole side cover out and try to get that piston out of there. It's not going to happen today, I guarantee you that. So anyway, I want to keep this short. That's good enough. We still haven't got our scrap iron hauled in yet. It's still on the trailer. We need to get it out of there. There we got our smoker in there, and that's a lot nicer having it level. Matthew and I, if you can see this axle here, guy gave that to us, I don't know, here probably 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and that is solid steel. The bearings are froze up in the deals, and I don't really have a use for it, but it is one heavy axle. We dug it out, threw it on with the rest of the scrap. So anyway, like I said, one of these days we need to get this mess hauled in. Those are center castings for an unstyled AR John Deere. I don't know if they'll fit on a styled or not, but I got both of them. I've tried giving them away and everything else. Nobody's ever showed up to get them, so they're going down the road along with a bunch of this other shit. So with that, we're gonna cut out of here. Yeah, we didn't get a video made yesterday, so thought I'd just kind of bring you up to speed on the shorty. So here you are. Do something kind for a friend, a stranger, or a loved one. Say please and thank you, and hopefully y'all have a great week. Happy trails.